Two of the most elite fighting forces in the galaxy. One, a team of regular humans risking life and limb to protect Super Earth. The other, genetically engineered super soldiers serving the almighty God Emperor of Man. But which one would you rather have on your side in a galactic war? Hey guys, and welcome back. In today's video, we're diving deep into the worlds of Helldivers and Warhammer 40k to compare two of the most legendary military forces in gaming, the Helldivers and the Space Marines. We'll be covering their lore, organization, combat styles, tech, and even underlying themes behind these forces. First up, the Helldivers from Helldivers 2. These guys might look like your everyday soldiers, but they're anything but. They serve Super Earth, dropping into hostile planets to spread, well, managed democracy, whether the locals want it or not. Helldivers work in small squads, relying on teamwork and strategically avoiding their own airstrikes and gunfire. If you've played the game, you know how easily a teammate can accidentally take you out with a misfired rocket or a mech drop. It's part of the challenge, and it makes every mission feel chaotic, yet tactical. But how does this compare to the legendary Space Marines from Warhammer 40k? Space Marines are a completely different beast. These guys aren't just soldiers, they're genetically enhanced superhumans bred for eternal war. In the universe of Warhammer 40k, they're part of the Imperium of Man, fighting to protect the God Emperor's domain from alien, heretical, and chaotic threats. Let's break down the key differences and similarities between these two forces. In terms of lore, the Helldivers are tasked with spreading democracy across the galaxy, whether the planets they land on want it or not. It's a tongue-in-cheek take on military interventionism with a lot of humor baked in. Think of them as part space explorers, part bureaucratic enforcers. Space Marines, on the other hand, are part of a far more grim and dystopian universe. They are the chosen warriors of the Imperium of Man, fighting to keep the Emperor's light alive in a galaxy that's constantly on the verge of destruction. Where the Helldivers represent a more satirical and bureaucratic approach, Space Marines are religious zealots defending humanity through sheer force. Helldivers operate in small, highly tactical squads. They drop into hostile environments, often facing overwhelming odds, and rely on careful planning and coordination to survive. Their reliance on supply drops and calling in support mid-battle makes them adaptable but vulnerable. Space Marines are organized into massive chapters, each with 1,000 warriors, some with a few more than that. These chapters operate like monastic orders bound by ancient traditions. Their missions are far more direct, often involving large-scale planetary assaults. They don't rely on calling for reinforcements. They are the reinforcements. When it comes to combat, Helldivers rely on advanced technology and tactical thinking. They don't have superhuman strength, so they use gadgets, drones, and powerful but dangerous weaponry to make up for it. Friendly fire is a constant danger, adding to the tension. Space Marines, on the other hand, are walking tanks. Genetically enhanced with superhuman strength and endurance, they are capable of taking on entire armies by themselves. Whether it's their iconic bolter guns or chainswords, Space Marines are built for brutal, direct combat. In terms of tech, Helldivers use practical, near-future technology like mechs, drones, and orbital bombardments. They have access to a wide range of gear, but they have to call it in during missions, making timing and resource management key. Space Marines, on the other hand, are armed with sacred relics like bolters and power armor. Their tech isn't just advanced, it's revered, with some pieces being thousands of years old. It's a blend of high-tech weaponry and Gothic religious iconography. Helldivers has a more lighthearted, satirical tone. It pokes fun at the absurdity of bureaucracy and military interventions, while delivering intense and chaotic gameplay. The idea of spreading managed democracy to the galaxy highlights the dark humor at the game's core. Warhammer 40k, however, is about as dark as sci-fi gets. The universe is brutal, and the Space Marines embody the grim resolve needed to fight in a galaxy where hope is almost non-existent. It's a stark contrast to Helldivers' humor, with the Space Marines representing a relentless and grim fight for survival. So there you have it, two elite forces, both powerful in their own ways, but with completely different approaches to war and survival. Whether you prefer the tactical chaos of Helldivers or the sheer unyielding power of Space Marines, both are iconic in their own right. Let me know in the comments who you think would come out on top in a showdown between the Helldivers and Space Marines. If you haven't yet, please make sure to drop a like on the video, and if you're not subbed to the channel, it really helps a lot. And if you ever feel like coming and chatting about this, I'm live Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm always here. You can always come and find me, as well as finding me in the Discord as well. We have a really nice community. We'd love to have you in there, and we can chat about this as well there too. Alright, so that's basically it. Pretty quick video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.